3M's story goes all the way back to 1902, when 5 founders tried to mine minerals to make sandpaper. However, their mine failed, the material was useless, and the company almost went out of business. However, in 1905, thanks to 2 new investors, the company was able to relocate and start producing good value abrasives.
From that point on, over the next decades, 3M introduced some of the world's most iconic products, like waterproof sandpaper, Scotch tape, and later cocaine. They expanded worldwide, opening operations in Europe, Asia, and Latin America, and today they sell their products in over 200 countries. Through bold acquisitions like Scott Safety, Capital Safety, Modals, and Maxility, 3M built a powerful presence across different industries. In 2024, after a century of evolution, 3M concluded its spin-off of its healthcare division into Solventum Corporation, marking a new era of focused innovation.
3M has an innovation-driven business model currently operating in technology, healthcare, consumer goods, safety, and automotive, offering over 60,000 products worldwide. 3M's value creation begins with research. They currently invest over $1.8 billion annually in research and development and leverage over 46 technology platforms to encourage breakthroughs across industries. For example, they currently use the same adhesive science in both medical tape and automotive solutions. The company delivers value through optimized integrated supply chains, standardized processing, and collaboration with business-to-business partners. They capture value through brand equity, with icons like Scotch and Post-its, supported by premium pricing and patent protection.
Therefore, dupes like stick-it notes cannot be sold on the market.
3M's financial performance is largely determined by strong operational results, however damaged by litigation charges.
Profitability was robust until 2022, with return on equity near 39%. But litigation-related charges drove a loss of over $7 billion, and this drove the ratio down to negative 144%. In 2024, this shot up to 107%, but this is due to a decreased equity base and not as a result of operational transformation. 3M's liquidity is solid. Over the past 4 years, the current ratios have stayed between 1.1 and 1.7, the quick ratios between 0.8 and 1.2, and the inventory days have decreased from 75 to 55 days, which supports cash flow.
Our recommendations: 3M should continue reducing its cash conversion cycle and refinance portions of its debts, freeing up liquidity to fund settlements while still investing in high-return innovation.
3M's solid performance over the years and high dividend yield made it a top pick for both Wall Street investors and Main Street investors. Ownership remains strongly institutional, with around 74% in the head of big financial players such as BlackRock, Vanguard, and JP Morgan, while the rest is in the hands of insiders and the general public. It is very important to note that no single investor owns more than 10% of the shares, resulting in dispersed control and strong institutional oversight. Now let's have a look at some of 3M key governance elements. 3M employs a single-tier board system with a total of 10 members. 9 are independent directors, with the chairman of the board, William Brown, being also CEO of the company. While this may raise some concerns about governance failures, 3M believes that this unification of roles leads to a stronger leadership and a faster decision-making. Inside the 3M board of directors, we have 4 major committees, with all of them meeting the New York Stock Exchange requirements for both experience and independence. These are the Audit Committee, Compensation and Talent Committee, the Nominating and Governance Committee, and last but not least, the Science, Technology and Sustainability Committee. The board's background is strongly aligned with 3M technological and diversified focus, with a deep understanding of engineering, manufacturing, finance, and overall global leadership, ensuring both a short-term operational efficiency and the long-term competitiveness of the company.
One of the biggest risks 3M is facing today is the global crackdown on PFAS chemicals, which are used in several of their electronic, industrial, and medical products. These chemicals don't break down and have been causing major environmental problems worldwide. Because of this, 3M is facing major financial and legal pressures, including multi-billion-dollar legal settlements. Because of this, 3M started phasing out PFAS in 2000 and plans to finish all PFAS materials by 2025. However, this is a huge technical problem because many of their products rely on PFAS.
Moving forward, 3M needs to research and develop safer alternative chemistries and redesign product lines that depend on PFAS materials. They also need to work closely with suppliers to make sure that they don't disrupt key industries such as electronics and healthcare. They need to strengthen sustainability and transparency to regain customer trust. If 3M manages this transition correctly, they will reduce long-term risk and stay competitive in this regulatory environment.